If you're expecting this to be a typical Spanish paella, this is not. This is a
Spandemic.
paella for the poor. We first begin with one of the most important ingredients that is made in a pandemic paella, and that is the rice. There are a lot of people who argue and will say you must use short grain rice. Others say go long. I say if a fortune teller goes missing, what do they put on the headline? Short, medium, at large. But other than that, what I would tell you is you want to get a rice that is filled with saffron, a beautiful, organically made rice that is packaged in New Jersey and can be made fairly easily during this pandemic. And here we go. You know, they say that people who wear beards, it adds to the Spanish thing when you're making a paella. You want to have a beard and look really Spanish, and probably not shower for about 4 days, and have your armpits with like a thick film of grease and sweat and salt. Yeah, it's pretty ripe. It adds to the flavor. So I'm stirring in. Oh, wait a second. I got nothing in here. I'm just stirring water. So what I got to do now is I got to open this up and get ready to pour it in, but not yet, because according to this short, medium, long, extra long, super fat grain rice, it does state that I have to bring this water to a boil first. So I'll let it boil in the meantime. But speaking of boiling, you know, Spanish people are very impassioned people. There's usually very few times when you're making some Spanish dish in a Spanish family household where there's not a lot of impassioned conversation going on, you know, all kinds of things. And it's important that you keep the culture alive. Okay, always keep the culture alive, because if you don't, then basically it's like an American cooking Spanish food. And you know, that's obviously the last thing that anybody would want is an American cooking Spanish food. Definitely, you know, as you can see, I'm definitely not, you know, dressed like an American right now. So it's really important that you dress up and play the role. The armpits, the beard, the torero hat, which kind of is, you know, and I'm looking down here because I'm looking at some recipes, but hello, hold on, hang on a second. ¿Qué te pasa? Estoy haciendo una película. No tengo tiempo para ayudarte. Ay, coño, por favor, chica, estoy haciendo la cena. Ay, váyate a la carajo, hijo de puta. See, that's what I'm talking about. That type of language brings spice to the food. It's really important. Vete al carajo! To do that, and it really works. It's a wonderful thing. So anyway, gotta let the water boil. You may want to stir the water a little bit so this way it boils a little less rapidly, so it's evenly boiling. And now comes the fun part. Vitaros, vitaros, vitaros. Oh, wait a second. This isn't Vitaros, this is Vigo. Whatever, close enough. Next thing you need to do is you need to put a little bit of oil in the pan that you're making the rice. So it all depends how much oil, depending on how Spanish you are. If you're, you know, anybody but American or Spanish, you put about a tablespoon of oil in, right? If you're American, put a tablespoon of oil in. If you're Spanish, you use this entire bottle except for a tablespoon of oil. Okay, now the next thing I do is I put this tight-fitting lid. I put this tight-fitting lid. And I timed it for how long? How long do I time it for? 2 hours? 3 hours? 20 minutes. So put a little timer, make sure I'm simmering, You know, put that timer on, make sure this is nice and low. Also, let me tell you something else. Spanish people, it's really important, guys, when you're cooking a Spanish meal, always use good wine. It's really important to use good wine, you know, because how can you make a Spanish meal without, you know, wine? So, here you go. This is good. That's great Californian wine. Now, the freshest chicken you'll find is a dead one. And that's because it's really hard to cook a chicken while it's alive. You know, it's running around. And who has the time to chase a chicken around the apartment anyway? So, find yourself a dead chicken. You don't have to talk to it, just take it. It's already dead, so you don't have to kill it. And put it on a nice George Foreman grill like this. You know, and it's important that it lands nicely like this. That's a good land. And then cover this up, turn it on, and watch it cook. Or don't watch it cook. We got rice, we got chicken. We're getting there. We're getting there. Pandemic times call for Spandemic Paella measures. The freshest vegetables are the most important vegetables to use, especially during a spandemic. It is extremely important that you use the freshest, most organic vegetables you can find. Let's see how we're doing. Let's look at the rice. Oh wow, it's yellow. That's amazing. How did it get like that? That's great. Okay, yeah, look, yellow rice. Okay, good. And the chicken, let's see how the chicken is doing. Where did the chicken go? Where is it? There you are. Look at this. Even the chicken is chicken. Come on, little chickies. Oop. Okay, you guys are almost ready. I'm gonna have a little bit of a cleaning job after this is over. But that's okay, I'll probably wipe it down in Clorox and Lysol. Just pandemic talk, you know, just pandemic. This is known as a paellera. Look at it. This is what Spaniards used to cook in. Everything they make in this thing, everything. Even in the morning, they put their cereal and their leche in here, and they have a nice, really very low ebb bowl of cereal. They have to be very careful not to lift the spoon too hard or the milk will fly out and it's just a big mess. That's why a lot of Spanish homes you see Captain Crunch all over the floor. But anyway, putting this down here. Now, the rice looks, hot. Oof. Dante's Inferno rice, look at this. Dante's Inferno rice with saffron. So now, here's my magic. Here's where the magic comes in, okay? I take the rice and I bring it out in here, and this in the bottom is called pegao. Pegao. A lot of Puerto Ricans like pegao, but some Belgian people do it like as well. It's really nice stuff. A lot of people like it. So you spread out the rice all over like this. We'll leave the pegao here for some other day. And here's beautiful rice. Isn't that gorgeous? And then we take the chicken and we cut it by hand because that's the organic way of doing it. So we take the chicken and we cut it by hand. Look at this. Wow. Ah, that's amazing, isn't it? Fresh dead chicken. I'm telling you, I knew this. The moment I went to the supermarket and I saw that this chicken wasn't moving, I said, that's the chicken for me. No question. Stupid camera, I can't even see myself. Oh, there we go. Hey, what's up? That's the chicken for me. So I cut it up. Cut me, Mick, cut me. Oh, that's Rocky. That's not a Spanish movie. Ah, damn. Caliente, calor. Sabroso. Que asco. Okay. Ooh, hot. Hot. You know, like we're putting the chicken in, but there's two main ingredients that we haven't put in here yet. One is seafood, because when you see food, you want to eat it, haha. But the other one is chorizo. So let's cut this puppy up a little better. Sometimes you just gotta get in there, you know, and just telling you, cooking isn't easy. It's not what it's made out to be, you know. In the old days, you just wouldn't cook things. You would just find them, chase after them until they tire out and bite their necks off. And that was the way the Spanish people ate. It was wonderful. It's the old days. I miss Franco. Okay. Anyway, here we go. Here's chicken with rice. So now you got chicken with rice. You're kind of getting there, but you're not exactly there just yet. That's coming up soon. You're ready, right? Because you know, any good paella, you can't have a good Spandemic paella without seafood. You know it, right? You know it. Ladies and gentlemen, what's the best tuna? Paella Española! Oh my God. Just the moment I crack this open, I feel like I'm at Hunts Point Fish Market, even when there's no seafood there. It's unbelievable. Oh, good thing I wasn't blind. I might be confused. Look at this fresh. Look, there we go. This fresh seafood. And we gotta drain this. So we gotta drain this really well, because it's too fresh. It's too fresh if we don't drain out some of the seafood schmutz out of here. You know, we gotta deschmutzify it. That didn't sound very Spanish, did it? Don't worry, there's something coming up pretty soon that's very Spanish that you guys will all enjoy. Trust me. Okay. Now, you take pieces. Here we go. Pieces, and you just throw it in there. Ah, delicious. Okay, that is wonderful. But I did say there was two things, and this to me, this is the most important part of it all. Who can forget chorizo? That has got to be the most important part of a paella. It's probably the most important part of any Spanish meal. Everybody has chorizo with everything they eat. People go to the stores and they have cheeseburgers and french fries with a malt shake with chorizo in it. It's important. Well, I don't want to skimp on chorizo. I might have skimped a little bit on some of these things, but for the chorizo, I'm going to be very serious now. I went out and I bought an authentic American, artisan, bipartisan, steel cut, GMO free, handcrafted, grass fed, ancient grain fed, cage free chorizo. And you know why? Because it makes the pig a really fat old pig. And that's why it's important. And this, my friends, is the chorizo we're going to use. It's excellent. Excellent. Choricito por aquí, choricito por allá, yap, 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 yap. Choricito por aquí, choricito por allá, yap, 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 yap. Choricito por aquí, choricito por allá, yap, 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 yap. Choricito por aquí, choricito por allá, yap, 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 yap. It's important to sing. It adds to the flavor. Remember, Spanish people are very impassioned. Peas and carrots over here, peas and carrots over there, blah, blah, blah. blah. Peas and carrots over here, peas and carrots over there. Blah, 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 blah. Look at this. What a beautiful Spandemic paella. Look at this. Food Network, here I come. I'm telling you, it's a sight to behold, or bereave, or something. Oh my God. I almost forgot the most important thing besides getting this torredor to work. From oven to table, baby. Oven to table. Okay? And it looks pretty, but there's something missing. Okay? There is something missing. How can you be Spanish and not have olives? How can you be Spanish? Repeat after me. Aceituna. Good. Let's do it again. Aceituna. Aceituna olives. It's olives in Spanish. We gotta put some olives into our Spandemic paella. So this paella is looking beautiful, and I'm starving. I really want to eat it as soon as possible. Look at this. What a work of art, right? You know, I'm so glad that, so grateful that my family taught me how to cook at a young, tender age. Aceitunas por aquí, aceitunas por allá, bia, 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 bia. Aceitunas por aquí, aceitunas por allá, bia, 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 bia. Let's shed some light on this, huh? Oh yeah, baby. Look at that. Now the only thing that's left, and some people eat it, and some people don't. Some people just use it for decoration, is asparagus. You know, they put asparagus on the paella, like sort of like the hands on the clock. And some people eat it, you know, the blanched kind, which is white asparagus. You can find it in your better supermarkets. They'll go to Whole Foods and they'll pay about $427 per strand. Other people like myself are on a budget. So what I did was, you know, I've developed a new way of growing my own asparagus, and it's been very, very lucrative for me. I basically don't even need to work anymore. I have an asparagus farm in Glen Cove in this yard back here. So you can see the yard. I have an asparagus forest. I developed a new technique, a new science that I can now grow asparagus on trees. And all I do is I go right here to my backyard, and I go and pluck. I just pluck the asparagus right off the tree. And what's amazing is that the asparagus is like already cooked. So it's amazing. It just tastes delicious. You can just pluck it off the tree and just start eating it. And it's fantastic. In fact, I brought a tree in so I can show you. There it is. It's the asparagus tree. And I'm going to put some of this right on the paella. All right, so let's start. See, they're tender. They're tender, so we can put them on here. That looks really delicious, doesn't it? And here's another one. Here's another one. And it's wonderful, isn't it? It's beautiful. Oh, some Spanish people complaining because I'm not using the normal asparagus. Hold on, I gotta tell them something in Spanish. Y para todos los españoles que no les gustan lo que estoy haciendo, pues todos se vayan al carajo, coño! That's a little accent. So, okay. So let's get another piece. Oh wait, this one's a little bit ripe actually. It's a little, not ripe enough. Look at this one's a little bit too green. I'll leave this on the tree for now. And we put this one on here. See what this looks like. Okay, very nice. And finally, here's the last one. And, this one, I don't know, we'll take it off. You know, there, we took the last one off. Okay, don't say it. I think you kind of said it. All right, and then, I don't know if I can put this on, but, maybe I'll leave it spare. But, folks, this is what Spandemic cooking is all about. It's putting your noggin to use and learning all the different cultures. You have all this time in the world while you're quarantined. like Charlton Heston was in those cages in the Planet of the Apes when he said, "It's a madhouse here!" And he was hosed down with water. But at least this time, there's no water hosing me down, and I actually have access to gas, a gas stove. You know, hopefully, you know, it stays the way it is. And I keep paying my bills, so I keep having gas. Not the type that I usually have when I go to sleep, but the other kind to cook with. And I hope you enjoy it. Hope you enjoy. This has been another edition of Quarterly Quarantine, or Quarantine Quarterly. So enjoy. Come back for the next episode. There you go. I know what you're all thinking. You're saying, Alex just wasted food because he's not going to eat that. Nah. He's not going to eat that. No way does he eat this. No way. It's not going to happen. Just not. Alex is not going to eat it. Come on. Alex? He's really picky. Chorizo. Aceituna.